We're continuing our series on the top 20 most powerful black superheroes with Nezhno Abidemi, Gentle. I'm going to start off this video with a bit of an explanation. When I first began this series, I made a map of the heroes and placed them in an order from 1 to 20. And there are some really cool heroes on this list. I'd always been a fan of Gentle, but as we'll talk about, his power comes at a cost. However, recently there have been some developments in the comics that have moved Gentle up the list. I'm dropping this video in its original spot and giving him an asterisk. I think it's interesting to see the character as he was. However, Gentle has been granted a vast increase in his power level. And now is possibly top 10 or even top 5. Though we haven't seen enough of his new abilities to put him in a definitive spot. We'll get a little deeper into these new developments with the character in just a bit, but I wanted to say that first just so we have kind of an understanding, especially with people who are familiar and currently reading the X-Men Red series, which is where it happens. And again, these changes have just happened over the past couple of months. Let's get to it. Gentle first appeared in New X-Men number 23 in 2006. He was created by Craig Kyle, Christopher Yokes, Mark Brooks, and Paul Pilliger. Gentle was a mutant born to a Wakandan woman and a Russian man. Because Wakandans are generally isolated from the rest of the world, inheriting the X gene is very rare in Wakanda, and for Gentle was inherited through his Russian bloodline. It is due to this mixed blood that Gentle was an outcast from Wakandan society and seen as an outsider even by his mother, who disowned him. For this reason, Gentle was taken as a ward by T'Challa, King of Wakanda, and raised in the royal court. Gentle's mutation manifested during the short marriage of X-Men Storm to T'Challa, and her holding the status as Queen of Wakanda. Upon this manifestation, Storm advised King T'Challa to send Gentle to train at the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. Gentle also received a special vibranium paint applied to his skin by Wakandan shaman. The paint, a part of an ancient Wakandan technique to treat tremors and seizures, is intended to be temporary. However, due to Gentle's mutation, the paint instead created a permanent bond to Gentle's flesh on the cellular level. Gentle joined the X-Men with Storm as his mentor. He, however, joined during a very volatile time during the X history and ended up being a part of some very we'll call it hair-raising adventures. Gentle possesses the power to increase the mass of his muscles, granting him increases in size and strength levels in times of stress. Originally, using his abilities caused Gentle extreme pain and tremors. This added stress to his body, and it was theorized to shorten his life. For that reason, Gentle practices meditation and pacifism in order to control his emotions and keep his powers in check. However, recently, after the resurrection of Jean Grey from the dead and her expulsion of the Phoenix Force, she was able to probe Gentle's mind and found that the pain and tremors were a psychological side effect of physical trauma he endured at the hands of his mother when his abilities first manifested. Grey removed these psychological barriers, which allows Gentle to use his powers at full capabilities without experiencing pain or tremors, and thusly unlocking his true potential. Another byproduct of his psychological barriers was his inability to feel anything but pain. However, Jean's treatment also gave him back his sense of touch. While his full power is yet to be seen, Jean theorizes he's one of the most powerful mutants on the planet, and his strength in theory could rival that of the Hulk. In addition to Gentle's strength, his vibranium tattoos make him bulletproof over most of his body and allow him to absorb kinetic energy, giving him heightened durability and physical resistance. The tattoos also restrict him from increasing his strength levels too quickly, which reduces the amount of stress his powers place on his body. Well, there you have it, Gentle. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and please be sure to like and subscribe.